Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Decided to come on live and do a live stream. I haven't done a live stream in a long time. I usually do these on Saturday nights, but my dance card is kind of full. I'm gigging again tomorrow. I think we're on another run of about 4 or 5 shows. So my Saturday nights are busy, but I'm not complaining. It's a good thing. Waited like, what, 2 years or something before this started happening regularly. And I tell you, man, it's if you're in a band, man, I'm telling you, all these bars are just dying for bands. Everybody wants a band. Like, I mean, we're pretty booked up, and weekly, like, we're turning down anywhere from like 3 to 5 gigs a week. I'm not kidding. And that's because we don't want to gig on Fridays. Like, we only want to do Saturdays. We don't want to do Fridays. We don't want to do long weekends. So, but man, there's just a huge demand out there right now for live bands. It's crazy. It really is crazy. So let me just say hello to the folks that are tuning in. Appreciate this. This is like a last minute thing I decided to do. I was thinking about doing it earlier in the week. I mentioned it on the Queen show I did earlier, and decided to go ahead and do this. So let me say hello to the folks. We got Quentin James. Let's rock. Okay, this is just for Quentin. Oh, no, I screwed up. We got Spencer Cron. Hey, Spencer, not gigging tonight? Probably gigging tomorrow, right? Rebel, thanks for being here, Rebel, and thanks for sharing the show. Much appreciated. That's very cool. Okay, what else we got in here? A few more people popped in as I started yakking here. Ian's Guitar Shack, how are you, man? PJ Kobe, nice to see you. There's Jerry Hutchinson on Facebook. How you doing, Jerry? Hope everything's good. Hope everybody's doing well. There's Paul Liu. Nice to see you. Dan in New Jersey, how are you, man? Welcome, everybody. So I'm playing Blackie today. This one hasn't got a lot of love and attention lately, so I decided to take it out. I'm actually going to be using this tomorrow night at said gig. So, Joe Dolenza, how are you? Joe Dolenza, yeah, remind me, Joe, you're in Canada, right? How's your summer been? Because we're still waiting over here. We got like a nice day, and then we'll have rain, or it'll get cold. It's horrible weather we're having. Very unstable. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I have no real agenda today. It's just more of a hang, just to shoot the shit, see how everybody's doing. I haven't done a live stream in a long time. Usually when I come on, I'm doing these album ranking shows, which the next one is coming up next month. And I'll give you guys a little bit of a preview. We're going to be talking Whitesnake next month. So Whitesnake is the band of the month. Yeah, Windsor. Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah. You didn't get that mini hurricane we got here last week, man. That was nuts. Yeah. Janice, how are you? Hopefully the guitar's coming through okay. It should be. I did a check before I came on, and it should be sounding all right. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and shoot the shit and talk to you folks. And we got 14 in here already. That's awesome. And let you know what's going on, and let me know what's going on. What's everybody up to these days? As I said, I'm doing a shit ton of shows. I haven't been doing any recording. I have a song in the can that's been in the can for a long time, but eventually that will come out at some point. Sounds fine. Thanks, Quentin. Yeah, I don't have a lot of gain. I apologize for that because somebody in the chat has taken all of it, so I won't name any names, Quentin. But not playing with a lot of gain today. Actually want to hear what the guitar sounds like. Yeah. How's Mitch doing? I I got a couple of tunes here lined up for a little bit later on. We got a song here. It's one of my old hits. Very old song called Mental Lapse, which is kind of crazy. It's probably shit. That song might be, well, it's definitely over a year old, might be 2 years old at this point. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, check out my original playlist. I've got, oh man, I don't know, something like 18 or 20 original songs. Go over there and give them a listen, 30, 40 times. Because that's like my least watched videos are my my original music. So yeah, go check them out. Some of them might be pretty cool. You may like them. You never know. Put them on your Spotify list. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be doing that later, and I got a jam here lined up too in a bit. Yeah, so if you've been keeping up with my guitar journey, which is a nice way of saying I'm buying too much crap, I do have a Fender Meteora. I did a couple videos with that. I think I did a couple of jams with it, and I did a review of it. If anybody's looking for kind of a little bit different, but Fender sounding guitar with some humbuckers in it, I highly suggest it. I mean, it's a Player series. There's no Player, Player Plus, or I don't know, something like that. Anyways, it's Mexican made, but it's surprisingly it's very, very good. And if you didn't know it was Mexican, you'd think you'd be playing an American made guitar because it's that good. You do got to set them up, though. I tell you, they when they come in, they're not. It needed a bit of work, but once we got it up and going, it was cool. Gussie, how are you, man? How many more subs than, I don't know, I think 1 or 2. Not a lot. Yeah, this thing is this is an old one. This is like a 2005. I haven't owned it since 2005. I got this used back when you could buy Les Pauls for under $2,000. You remember those days? Remember back in the day? And I got this thing used. Shit, I don't know how many years I've had this. Probably 3 or 4 years. And yeah, it's just a straight up 2005 standard. The Burst Pucker Pros, everything is stock, except for the knobs. I like these knobs better than the knobs that were on it. These are like it's kind of speed knobs, and I like the black look of them. But yeah, this is a very solid guitar, man. It's called Blackie. This is the one that's on my t-shirts, and it's on my it's on my hat. It's on my logo. It's everywhere. It's Blackie. Yeah, I don't want to play too many riffs. I always get copyright strikes as soon as I start playing some riffs. I know what riffs never to play. And here's one never to play on a live stream or ever. Don't ever play Tie Your Mother Down. As much as I love that song and I love playing it, you will always get a claim or a strike or whatever you want to call it if you play Tie Your Mother Down. Never play that song. So let me know if anybody's got any questions. Yeah, and if you've been following the channel, I did have a Player's Strat. It was a humbucker single. That's gone. I got rid of that. The humbucker on it was just wasn't cutting it, and I've fallen into the trap of taking guitars and throwing money at them, and then they never really are quite what you want them to be. So it's like I stopped myself before I started with that because I would have changed the humbucker out. And like, no, that went away, and then the Meteora came in. So I just did took one back and brought the other one home. So Quentin got a claim singing Pearl Jam. Cool. play more of that either. There's a real obscure Rush song. See if anybody knows that one. Give you a hint. It's on the first record. Yeah, let me know if anyone's got any questions. Yeah, Rush. Yeah. What's the song, Gussie? Remember the song? I don't know if anybody knows what that song is. No guesses? It's called What You Doing. It's on the first Rush album. Before Neil Peart. Guitar Man 45, how are you? We got 15 people watching. Thank you all so much for hanging out on a Friday. As I was saying at the top, I don't often get a chance to just come on live, do these straight up live streams, because I usually do these Saturdays, and I'm in another gig cycle, and I don't know when I have another weekend off. It's probably another 3 or 4 weeks. So what kind of action do you like, high, medium, or low? Well, thanks for asking, Quentin. John Rutsey on the drums, yeah. I basically, whenever I'm, if I'm giving my guitar to somebody, set up, it's basically as low as you can go without buzzing. Conspiracy Media, there's a new name. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, as low as I can go without buzzing, right? And I basically, there's guys out there that they like the fight of playing guitar. They like, working them and digging in and all that. I am the complete opposite to that. I want the guitar to basically play itself. I just want to put it on and it just does what I want it to do with, excuse me, with no minimal effort on my part, So very low action, 9 to 42s, string wise. And I mean, there's a reason for that. It's not just that I'm lazy. It's also that I'm starting to develop hand issues. And if I play a lot, and if I solo a lot, and my hands really start to ache, and for me to do in a night, I'll do anywhere from 40 to 50 songs in a regular gig. Spencer knows what I'm talking about. You're doing 3 sets, and I need something that I can play the whole night, and I'll be just as fresh in the third set as I am in the first set. So for me, that's 9 to 42 strings and super low action, right? And that's what I have. And basically all my guitars are set up the same way. I'm not different gauges for different scale lengths. I don't do any of that. I'm pretty bare bones, just straight up 9 to 42 on everything. Like my little high, hit it hard with the heavy pick and don't like feeling like I'm gonna fall over the high string. Yeah, I've been told by a few people that I have a very light touch when I play, so that's not real. Even when I think I'm hitting the guitar hard, apparently I'm not. So that's about as hard as I hit. Brian from Oregon, how are you? 1.5. Oh, he's got the measurements and everything. On an E, 12th fret, 1 millimeter. As long as you can go on a Gibson without... Okay, so that's essentially what I'm saying. Yeah, cool. Brian from Oregon, welcome, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. 9 to 42 for my Cindy fingers, and I use bendy strings. Yeah, my strings are extra bendy. It says right on the package. I hit it like it wrecked my car. Pooh Ninja, how are you, man? Yeah. Yeah, you guys, friggin' beat the shit out of these things. I play them very delicately. I have my guitar set the same as yours, low action 9 to 42. Why make things hard? Yeah, exactly. Well, if you're playing for 3 hours, man, like I remember I borrowed someone's guitar with tens on it, right? Um, just to try out the guitar. Years later, I ended up buying it. The guitar I'm talking about is a CE24, the PRS, and I borrowed it from my brother. If you haven't checked out his channel, Dent Skill Music, you should, because he's not a hack. He's actually really, really good. Anyways, I borrowed his guitar for a week, and it had tens on it, and I was taking it to rehearsal, and I was just like, oh my God. You play a couple songs, but like once you're like in a song 9 or 10, it's like, oh my God, like my hands are starting to just totally go. So yeah. 9 to 42, Ernie Ball Super Slinky for decades now. Um, the I don't I'm off of Ernie Ball, and I have been for a few years. I switched over to D'Addario probably about, at this point, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years. I'm basically D'Addario's, and depending on the guitar, if it's a guitar that I use a lot and I gig a lot with, I'll pay the extra money and I'll get the XT strings, which have like a very micro. I mean, they're coated strings, okay? But if you didn't know they were coated, you couldn't tell. It's not like elixirs or anything like that. And they're really, really cool strings, and they last a long time. They cost twice as much, but they last, forever, right? So on the guitars I play a lot, because, they're like my go-to gigging guitars, I'll put those on. Regular guitar that I'll pick up once in a while, I'll use the regular D'Addarios, but that's all I've been using. And a good friend of mine, Rick, sent me, and I'm dying to put them on. Next guitar that needs strings is going to get these. I don't know if you guys remember, like they're still available in the U.S., but not in Canada. There's a strings called Blue Steels, which are like Dean Markley, but like the higher end Dean Markley. I was totally into those strings for the longest time, and they were no longer available in Canada, and someone, Rick, was nice enough to send me a few sets of Blue Steels, so I cannot wait to put those on a guitar. 11 to 48 for D standard, 9s for E. Oh, okay, well, speed for higher, welcome. I guess, yeah, if you do the down tuning thing, you might need the bigger gauge. Yeah, the lowest I'll go, well, usually all my gigging guitars are E flat. This is tuned to standard pitch right now, but usually I go E flat. So the lowest I'll go is I'll go E flat, and I'll drop the D, so that would be drop D flat. That's about the lowest I go, so I'm okay with 9s. They still work. Neanderthals like 10 to 46. Cool. My strings lasted 3 nights in a row. I was happy. Oh man, yeah, cool. Quite if you beat the guitar as hard as you're saying, I can imagine. See, I have a light touch, so my strings last longer. Yeah. Janice has used the Blue Steels. Yeah. Yeah, they're cryogenically treated. That's right, Cecil Music, and welcome. Yeah, so I don't know what that means. Does that mean they're like in suspended animation? Like, I remember that was their selling point. All I know is when I was a kid, the cheapest strings out there were Dean Markley's, and they were like the cheapest strings, and they would last like not even a week or two. They would just go out so quick. And then the Blue Steels, which were like $1 or $2 more, they would last longer. So that's why I went for the Blue Steels. I wasn't SRV using 12s on his high E. Hey, welcome Ashbone. Welcome to the channel. I know he used, I mean, there's all kinds of stories about how big he went. 13s, 12s could be very possible. I don't know, but he had a very percussive way of playing, and to get that sort of really percussive, and he hit hard, you really got to use the thick gauge strings. Do I experience lower back pain while gigging? I experience lower back pain, period, Spencer. It doesn't, not so much from gigging. I mean, other than carrying my amp in and out of the venue. Yeah, apparently I posted on my, if you guys aren't part of my Guitar Hack Facebook group, you should check it out. I posted an amp. Blackstar just put out an all-tube amp, single 12 combo that apparently is very light. so should check that out. Yeah, because amps are friggin' heavy. My Marshall DSL, which is already in the trunk of my car, because I leave it in the trunk of my car if I'm gigging week to week, just because I can't handle lifting it in and out of the trunk. But it's heavy. It's like probably about 60 pounds. Hey, Trucker Kev. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, Trucker Kev is talking about the Queen show. For some reason, man, I felt so bad. I kept calling John Deacon Roger Deacon. I mean, that was a long day, and I was exhausted. And, yeah, maybe I should have postponed the show and got people's names right, but I feel real bad about that. But I know the bass player's name is John Deacon. I swear I know that. But I had Roger on the brain that night. But anyway, glad you enjoyed the show regardless. Walt Disney's head cryogenically treated? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's the rumor, right? You know. Power outages. Somebody's talking about power outages. Pelican J, how are you, man? Welcome, players. Hello, players. Yes. Ash, the Les Paul's kill your back. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, oh, well, I mean, it's funny. Cryogenically Sub-Zero. Oh, did they do Cecil? Hey, Tim Thomas, how are you, man? St. James amp 50. Yeah, Guitar Man 45, that's the amp I'm talking about, the Black Star. Did I say Black Star? I hope I said Black Star. Yeah, I'm curious to check that out if it sounds cool. My camera's a tad blurry. Yeah, I was having that issue before. I don't know why, because I'm looking at myself and it's crystal clear. Hopefully it'll clear up. The Buffalo Rock City Boys. Yeah, if they do a second one, I will have them on again. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely Cecil. Yeah. I was going to talk about the Les Paul thing. So I've been playing all these different guitars that, like did a few shows with a Strat that I no longer own. And then I did a show I think I only did the one gig with the Meteora. And it's funny, as much as I like playing with different guitars, the Ash, when I pick up a Les Paul, it's just, this is like home base for me. I only realize once I pick one up again how much I love these guitars, and because everything I expect to hear comes out of this. It's like every other guitar, I want to hear certain things, and some of them deliver it, and some do some things better than others. But as an overall, this is always the sound in my head. It's ingrained. Yeah. But I gig with the Les Paul Special double cut. That's cool. Yeah. Got a P90 on that, Ash? Probably got a dog ear P90 on that, right? Cool. Yeah. Tim Hortons. Some more proof that I'm in Canada. I want a 60s standard bourbon burst, but can't fathom the cost. Should I trade in, sell some Marshalls? I'm on the fence. You're asking the wrong guy. You're asking a crack addict, should I buy more crack, right? I love Les Pauls, right? So I mean, I don't know Speed for Hire. I don't know how many guitars you have. I don't know if you don't own a Les Paul at all. That would definitely, I would probably lean more to selling some Marshalls. If you have a lot of Marshalls, I mean, I don't know what your situation is. It really depends on what you can do without, right? I actually sold one of my Les Pauls not too long ago because I think I was up to 6 of them, right? I mean, I have a problem. Yes, I know. But, yeah, it really depends on, yeah, like Gwen says, are you using all the Marshalls? I have 3 amps. I have, and I don't need 3. I could really only go with 2. One a head and a cab for like bigger places, and then my little combo, which is all I've been using so far for the last bunch of shows. I've just been taking this little combo. So it really depends, if you can do without. Tokai and Epiphone 339. Yeah, those are actually the Tokais I hear are really good, Spencer. I don't know if I've ever played a Tokai copy. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever played one. I must have played one. I have three Epiphones Zach Wild Customs Dust Collectors. Speed for it's funny, man. I don't remember anybody ever buying a Zach Wild guitar and saying this is the greatest thing in the world. Everybody, everything I've heard about Zach Wild, they look cool as hell, but I don't remember anybody buying a Zach Wild guitar and saying this is a great instrument. It's funny, man. I guess if you're a Zach Wild fan, you just want a Zach Wild guitar, that's cool. But I've not heard anybody say, man, this is a really good guitar. You should get one. You know. Can you bend the first string at the first fret up a whole step? Let it sustain. Okay, let me do some math here. That's 12. There's 15, 17. There's 19, 21. This one. There you go. I got very little gain on it. That's my gain. There you go. Guitar hack bingo, yeah. Yeah, I've not, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's a great, I'm not saying anything bad about Zach Wild. The guy's an awesome player, but I don't think I've not heard anybody say they lucked his guitars. They buy them and they're like, eh. So, you know what? I want to get rid of the Zach Wilds and get your Les Paul then. Let's keep your amps. I don't know. Or see if you can get something used, or like somebody was suggesting, get a copy like a Tokai or something. There's another option there. Did I see Ace trying to play 2000 Met? Yeah, that was painful, Cecil. Yeah. It's embarrassingly bad. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ace. There was another clip that somebody played, put on. It was a show that he did, and it was a recent show, I know, because Phil Schaus was not in the band. Phil Schaus is now, his bass player is now with Accept. I've had him on the show. Really nice guy. Anyway, so I know it was a recent show, and it's like he was just phoning it in. It was really bad. He was hardly on the mic, and it's like he didn't even want to be there. It was, I don't know, maybe he's not well. I don't know what's going on with Ace, man. I don't know. Oh, Marshall amps are your crack. Now I'm beginning to understand. Speed for hire. Yeah. Wally in the box. How are you, man? Long time no see. Pete Brown, how's it going, man? Welcome, everybody. I knew this would be fun to do on a Friday night. 28 minutes in, we get 21 folks in here. I saw Ace a couple months ago. I was embarrassed for him. He was opening for Alice. Yeah, even sadder, he doesn't seem to care. Yeah. Oh, that sustained note sounded all right. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to turn this into a Kiss show because I can do that. I could talk Kiss forever. But I mean, there was I'm just going to say this thing. I mean, it's not just Ace, right? Like if you listen to, there's a thing that went out. It was like a sound check, and Gene comes out in a bathrobe, right? And Paul, and they're doing the sound check, and Paul keeps saying how this is real live music and this is real singing, because he's getting accused of using backing tracks, which he definitely is, by the way. Anyway, and you listen to Paul sing. I mean, Gene still has a voice. Paul's voice is just abysmal, and I've been embarrassed for Paul so many times. I cannot and will not go to any more Kiss shows. And Paul used to be a big hero of mine. And when guys like that and Ace, when they keep going past their point, and I'm not giving them shit about it. I mean, shit, when I'm 70 years old, I doubt I'll be able to even, go to the bathroom by myself. Okay. Never mind play a gig. But, like, you got to know when to hang it up, right? Because all you're doing is you're ruining your legacy, and that's, yeah, I'm not going to say any more about Kiss than that. But they are just an embarrassment, really. watching you right there. Hey, Don, how are you, man? What's going on? Welcome. Wally in the box is tired of it all. Yeah, it's hard to see your heroes kind of fade like that, but I mean, it's inevitable, and it's going to happen to all of us, so you can't really get upset for them for that, but they got to have a little bit of self-respect, right? Fast Eddie Clark, man. That guy was killer. Love Fast Eddie Clark. Yeah. That love Motorhead, man. I'm doing good, Don. I'm doing good, man. How are you, Don? Hope everybody in here is doing well. You know, hope for some of you already experiencing summer. Being in Toronto, summer is right now it's about a day out of the week, and then the rest of it is shit. Yeah, that's my favorite Fastway lick. Yeah, that first Fastway album is killer. Yeah. Are you talking about this guitar, the Blackie? Yeah, I dig it. It's 2005 standard. Back when you can buy these things used for cheap. When I say cheap, under $2,000. All right, we got. I got here. There we go. Where's my mods? Get on it. Come on, guys. I think Fastway singer was Flogong. I don't know what that means, Cecil. Flogging Molly? I don't know what that means. No worries, Gussie. I got it. Yeah, head out on the highway. Need a lot more gain to make it sound cool, though. That's something like that. I haven't played that in a long time. Not gain. Hack volume. Oh, it's not loud enough? Wally in the box says it sounds good. Yeah, oh man. A little more Judas Priest for you. Andrew, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, I didn't use a lot of gain. Yeah, just cranked. Yeah. Well, the thing is, speed for higher when you crank it, it does start to break up a little bit nicer than what I have here with lower volume and a pedal. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Don't want to blow speakers in. Cecil likes that I don't have a lot of gain going on. Well, I want to use more gain, but somebody in here took it all. Inside joke. Little T-Rex. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it just did. So, I say hello to Tim. If I haven't said hello to Tim, hey Tim. Kiss records are not very distorted, just turn loud. Yeah. Yeah, this is Blackie, Don. Did I answer that already? Speaking of old Kiss, I was talking about this album the other day. Yeah, I think he was talking about. I don't know what he was talking about. What that lyric referred to, Cecil. I have no idea. By the way, next month I'll have Pete and Martin back on, and we're talking Whitesnake. I think we're talking about the same rocket. Anyway. Yeah. So let me know if anybody's got any other questions. I got a couple of things here queued up. I got an original tune called Mental Lapse, and I was depending on how things are going, I have a jam also lined up. One of the jams I prefer playing over are like have a little bit of a jazz to them, because it just kind of makes me think a little bit more. Instead of just a straight up simple, like, blues type of thing. So, but let me know if you guys want to hear some of that. I can fire that up in no time. It's ready here, ready to go, and I balanced the sound so the guitar and the track all kind of work together. Oh yeah, Don, it's been crazy. I think in the last, I'm going to say probably 2.5 months at least, I've had one weekend off. How do you switch from scale to scale smoothly? There's a new name to the channel. Welcome. That's a good question. You got to know where all the notes are on the neck. Where all the notes are on the scale, and then I just kind of use my ear as a guide and just kind of listen and play along, right? That's how I do it. The hardest part about the guitar is learning where everything is. That's the hardest part, I think. You know what? I don't know any Speed for Hire. I don't know any except riffs. I'm not a one. Yeah, I don't even know Balls to the Walls, and that's like the easiest one that everybody plays. Is that the stock? Yeah, these are the stock Burstbucker Pros, which is kind of funny because I've taken Burstbucker Pros out of guitars before because I didn't like them, but for some reason I love them in this guitar. Isn't that weird? Jimmy Biter, man, long time no see. How you doing? How do you handle playing songs you hate live? Yeah, well, I'll tell you, if if the song gets a good reaction and the people are into it, I mean, let's face it, if you're playing in a cover band, you're not there to entertain yourself. You're there to entertain the folks, right? I mean, the perfect scenario would be you're playing something that you really like and they're liking it too, but that's not always going to be the case. So there's times when you're playing songs you don't like, but they like it. And you're there to entertain and have people get up and dance and have a good time. So if I see a smile on somebody's face or somebody singing along, you know what? I'll play whatever. That's why we're here. It's the black paint hack. Oh, for accept? I'm not sure what you mean there, buddy. Yeah, songs they hate are what make you the big bucks. Yeah, I mean, I can go on, the songs that we hate or that I not a fan of, but always go over. I hate to say it, but Brown Eyed Girl always works. Sweet Caroline always works. It's like those songs just work, man, and you got to play them. New pedal TC Electric Infinity. I'm digging it. Oh, cool. What is that? What is that pedal? Is it a reverb delay? What is that, Pelican J? I don't think I've heard of that one. Yeah, I got to play Brown Eyed Girl one more time, huh? All right. Take care, Wally. Have a good weekend, man. Mark Tanner, how are you, man? Yeah, I just rock them up. I mean, we do. You guys are gonna. I don't know. Does anybody here know this song? I think we're alone now. You know that song? It was a Tiffany hit back in the '80s. Let me know if anybody knows. Originally, it was it Tommy and the Shondells or Tommy Shond something like. Anyway, it's an old song that she redid. Let me know if anybody in here knows that song. Mark Tanner's in the house. Yes. Oh, the black paint makes me like the pickup. Oh, okay. Okay, so you know that song, right? Dan in New Jersey knows it. So it's like the lamest song in the world, right? And we do it. But the way we do it, it kicks ass and it sounds really, really cool. And that's one of my favorite songs to play. If somebody said to me, "Hey man, you're gonna play this Tiffany song in a cover band," I'm like, "No, I'm not." And we do it, and it's oh man, it's so much fun playing that song. People dig it. Hey, I get a nice I put a guitar solo in there for myself. It sounds pretty cool, man. It's like a chorus, freeze, and a reverb in one. Oh, it's a combo pedal. Tommy James and the Shondells, thank you. Thank you, Don. Yeah, so we do kind of a rocked up version of that, and it sounds pretty cool. Ace was using the string butler on one of his Les Pauls. All right, that's it. I'm no longer an Ace fan. You do Sweet Caroline, but not every gig. There you go. I'll be playing that tomorrow night. See, I told you I play Sweet Caroline. I'm not shitting you. Yeah. Shit, we play it anyway. It sounds like shit. I gotta have the drums to have that thing going anyway. Yeah. So let me know if anybody wants to hear. I'll play along with Mental Lapse. If you don't, I get it. But if you do, let me know, and I'll do a quick play along here. I got some folks that I've not seen in a long time. This is very cool. Welcome, everybody. Basement Guitar Superstar, how are you? Yeah, I don't do it often. Basement guitar. I usually do these on Saturday nights, but I've been playing a lot of. I do a lot of bar band weekend gigs, so I decided to do this one on Friday because I'm like on another run of Saturdays, busy Saturdays. So, okay, Quinn is swearing at me. Where's my mods? I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Jimmy Biter wants to hear it. All right, I'll do this one. This is a tune I did about a year ago. It's called Mental Lapse. It's a little bit out there. It's just a little bit out there, but it's kind of cool. It's got some little bit of Zepp influence, a little bit of System of a Down. It's kind of all over the place, but that's why it's Mental Lapse. So it's kind of a little all over the place, but it's a cool tune. If again, I was saying earlier, I have a playlist of original songs. There's like 20 songs on there. Go in there and give them a listen. Some of them you might dig. They're a lot of instrumentals. There's a couple of vocal tunes, but it's just a good mix of stuff. So a lot of rock and stuff in there as well. So, all right, let me fire that up and do that one for you right now. So this is Mental Lapse. So there you go. That's a little bit different. Kind of a mental lapse. Kind of different. So hopefully you dug that. Sorry. Hopefully it sounded okay. I'm just getting caught up here in the chat. All right. Lars is in here. Hey, Lars, how are you, man? How long have I been using Davapix? Oh man, I use only Davapix for it's probably maybe 3 years now. That's all I use are these ones right here. And there's a couple reasons why. Okay. First of all, you'll never drop them because there's like a rubbery kind of grip on the end. And what I like about them, and when I'm playing, I'm always sort of doing this, right? I'm always bringing the pick in and out, you know, and you can almost change the tension of the pick by how much you bring it in and out, right? Like if I want to, if I want the pick to really bend, I'll hold it further back, and then if I want it really tight and stiff, I'll hold it like that. I'll bring it in a little bit, and they last a long time, and they're just I can't. It's almost to a point where like I can't play without these picks. Like if I pick up, one of my own guitar hack picks, it takes a little bit of an adjustment, and it doesn't feel right. I'm so used to these. I went from JD3s, the little Jim Dunlop picks, to these, as I was doing the Jim Dunlop picks for a long time as well, and then I switched to these. I'll tell you the only bad thing about these is that you can't do pick slides. So because I have the rubber on the side, so there's a couple of tunes that I do that I need a pick slide, like we do "Talk Dirty to Me," and there's a pick slide at the beginning that goes for on forever, and I can't do it with this really well because of the rubber, and I think I do pick slide on Moni Moni. And anyway, apart from the pick sliding deficiency, these are killer picks, man. I highly recommend them, and they come in different colors and different types. Which I think are like thicknesses of them, and some of them are like more bendy and stuff. But these red ones are the ones that I go for, and I've got like a ton of them. Here's another one. They're on every guitar I have has a Dava pick jammed in there. Yeah. It's a great what do you call it? Great grip on the rubber. The founder of Dava's who invented the Kahler. Oh, really? Same guy that invented the Kahler tremolo. I did not know that. When is the next Guitarist Corner on SOT coming up? Love when you guys do that show. Oh, thanks, Joe. We are doing it Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, and it's going to be I think we're picking 10 favorite recordings using the wah pedal. That's the topic. Yeah, well, I mean, P was saying on the show Wednesday, there's been a couple of weeks of like scheduling things, and so we postponed it. And we postponed it 2 weekends now. Next weekend, he says we're doing it regardless. So I don't know how many of us are gonna be available. I will be there. I know that. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about our top 10 favorite uses of the wah pedal. That's the topic. Yeah. Those shows are fun. Those shows are fun to do. It's tone rubber. And they feel good on the fingers. Yeah, the JD3s are good. Like, you know what? I like the JD3s because of the small size. These the standard the standard pick size for me. I've gotten so used to the little smaller picks that these, I don't know, they feel kind of clunky, if that's a word you can use for picks. But that's kind of what these sort of feel like a little bit to me. Yeah, I'm all about the. I'm all about the smaller picks nowadays. Yeah, let me know if anyone. Oh, Brian's got one of those picks. Hey, Brian, how are you, man? Now, let me know if anyone's got. I usually don't go more than an hour. I'm coming up to that now. I'll hang here for a little bit longer. I've got 25 people watching. You guys rock. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I've got 70%, over 70% of people that watch my channel haven't subscribed. For whatever reason. They watch all my stuff, but they don't subscribe. So if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And yeah, hit the original playlist. Listen to some of my tunes. You never know. You might like some. Daniel Newsbury, welcome. Recently watched the Queen ranking show you did with Pete and Martin. Great stuff. Oh, appreciate that, Daniel. Yeah, and I know his name is John Deacon, not Roger. I've gotten shit for that already. I had Roger on the brain that day. But if you dig that show, Daniel, man, go to my music reviews playlist. I've been doing shows with Pete and Martin. I think we're going on to I think we're past our second year. So we've done top ranking shows on off the top of my head: Zeppelin, Rush, Sabbath, UFO, Dio, Heart, Extreme. Oh man, shit ton of bands. So yeah, go. Oh, Thin Lizzy, go check those shows out. Yeah, and Kiss, of course. There's a lot of Kiss shows. My favorites, my least favorites, my favorites: guitar solos, ace solos, all that stuff. Tons of stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, you watched all of them, and that's all cool, Daniel. Cool. Daniel, go listen to my original music. If you watched all that, go check out the original music playlist. Let me know. DMG, how are you, man? Hugh Caldwell. Wow. 28 people in here. Awesome. I just decided to do this a couple hours before I actually did it. It's cool, man. Appreciate everybody being here, man. You guys rock. Thank you so much. Dunlop picks. These gray ones are good. Oh, so they're different. Okay, they're different. The ones I was using, the JDs, I think they come in black and red. Yeah, so let me know if anybody's got any questions about the channel or what's coming up. Well, Daniel, next month, and everybody else, we're doing another ranking, and it's gonna be we're gonna be doing oh god, Whitesnake next month. Whitesnake, so check that show. It's gonna be cool. Make fun of Canada. Little bit of UFO for you right there. It's one of my favorite Schenker songs. Rock Bottom! Yeah. Not to be confused with the Kiss Rock Bottom. Have a drink on me. Yeah. Speed for Hire got the riff. Yeah. And I didn't play it from the beginning. I played it, I thought, oh, nobody will get this one. Yeah, my favorite. Oh, and we did a countdown of AC/DC, and my favorite AC/DC record was Back in Black. Hugh likes Queen too. Yeah, Queen 2 did make my top 5, but I don't know. Was it on anybody's top 5? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think any of us. Not that there's running around with the record. It's a good record. The only Queen records I have a hard time getting through are the later stuff. Although Innuendo's pretty good. And I do have a soft spot for A Kind of Magic. Always have. But I'm not going to listen to Hot Space anytime soon. Flick of the Switch. Was that in my top? No, that wasn't in my top 5. No. AC/DC's got a lot of cool stuff, man. My favorite UFO song as well. And Telsa does a great version. Oh, Tesla does a version. I didn't know that, John. I didn't know that. No Radio Gaga now. No Radio Gaga. That's all I'm going to do, because every time I do Tire Mother Down, I get a copyright claim. That's all I'm going to play. That's all I'm going to do. Yeah, Speed for I would like I think, and I said this during the show. I'm not gonna say rock singer because Freddie was just, I think, one of the best singers ever. Incredible power, control, range. I mean, the guy was just phenomenal, phenomenal. When I go back and I do these shows on these bands, if nothing else, I get a new appreciation for how great these bands are. Bands that I hadn't listened to a lot of Queen in a long time, and I in researching and making sure I have the actual albums I want, I go back and I listen to the catalog, and man, a whole new appreciation for Queen after doing that show. That was for sure. It was the overbite, yeah. And he never got that fixed, eh? And I don't know if it's true or not, but he was afraid to fix his teeth because he thought it would screw up his voice. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's just a rumor or what. But, yeah. Everybody will know this riff. Yeah, that's too easy. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this one you won't know, huh? I played this one earlier. That's still kind of a popular song, but not like super popular earlier on. No? Anybody? It was Bon Scott days. I know Quentin knows this one. I think he's the one who taught me how to play it. Oh, Pantera? Pantera. Yeah, Cowboys from Hell is great. Far Beyond Driven is crushing. I don't know. I think Far Beyond Driven might be my favorite Pantera album. All right. Later, Don. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. No, it's not Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. There's Denskill Music. How's it going, man? Hope everything's good there in B-Town. Right now, everyone's trying to guess this song. And I got If You Want Blood, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Older Hack. I'm the older hack. Heading in for the big race weekend. Oh, cool. All right, later, Brian. Thanks for popping in, man. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. Hey, Larry's got it. Yeah, it's Problem Child. Come on. Problem Child. That's one of my favorite Sabbath riffs right there. Gotta know that one. Come on. Gotta know that one. It's Aussie Sabbath. Yeah, that's Mob Rules. Before that, I was playing Symptom of the Universe. Next gig is tomorrow. We're in Stony Creek. Hey, if you're around, you want to come check it out. We're Stony Creek. We're at the Powerhouse. Yeah, I'll be there early because we're getting free food, getting a free dinner out of the gig. So I'll be there early. I'll be there about 8. We don't go on till 10. I think it's 10 to 1 or 10 to 1:30, something like that. It's a later one for, well, I guess that's regular time most places. Lately we've been playing earlier than that, but it's 10 o'clock start. Yeah, check it out. I'm taking Blackie. That's why I'm playing it today. I just answered your question. I'm taking Blackie. And I'm taking the Marshall combo because it's too much work to bring that in and take my cab out. Playing Limelight, you got to keep fretting the B note on the G string for the final. It will change. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I do that, don't I? That chord there. Yeah, that chord, right? I think that's what you meant. Yeah. You should play Kingston, Ontario. That's a hell of a long way to go. That's too far. Is that where you're at, DMG? Be able to get the Marshall up past 1. That place I think we can and for the E chord let it ring. Yeah. That place we can play pretty loud. I think we can play pretty loud. Tunematic Bridges, do you have a preference for ABR1 or Nashville? Honestly, Cecil, I wouldn't even know the difference. I'm not that for guitars, how would I put it? I play them more than anything, and if they feel good and they play good, they're good. You know, that's why I'm sort of more concerned with things like pickups because it affects the sound. Bridges and stuff like that, I don't really. I mean, I couldn't even tell the difference. Is it something to do with the bolts? Bolts to the neck or bolts to the neck, bolts to the body? I'm not even sure, man. How about Burn? Oh, I don't know Burn. I don't know any. I don't think I know any Deep Purple riffs. I know it's amazing, eh? Not one Deep Purple. Oh, well, I used to know how. Nice to know my woman in Tokyo. That's all I know. I don't know any other Deep Purple than that. Oh, is this in Nashville I'm playing now? There you go. You know more about it than I do, Cecil. So how is the ABR different than this? Is it the way it screws into the body? Doesn't one use posts and the other one doesn't? I don't know. I'm not even sure. My woman from Tokyo. Yeah, that's a cool song. ABR is thinner, has wire. Oh, okay. It's the original, like on your custom shop. I'm looking at them both. I don't know. Kind of look the same to me. I don't know. Again, I don't know enough about it. Talk to me about pickups, anything that affects the sound, bridges, and kind of neck or nut material, plastic, tusk, bone. Yeah. All right, good night, Mitch. Thanks for hanging out. Retainer wire on an AB1. Okay, cool. I gotta look closer at that guitar now. Yeah, that's right. I'm very concerned about the woods they make these things out of because they are crucial to the sound of that instrument. I can't say that without chuckling, sorry. All right, we're over the hour. Let me know if anyone has any last minute questions or comments. So, coming up on the channel next month, we're doing a Whitesnake show. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Share my shows too. That would be really I'd be very appreciative of that if you were to share my shows. Check out my original music, please. I put a lot of work into it. That's like my least watched videos are my original songs. Check them out. They're pretty cool. And Densko Music, that's in here. He's my producer, bass player, and sometimes drug programmer. Did I say drug? Drum programmer. But yeah, so check that out. Check out those songs. There's about 20 of them on there. The one I played for you earlier, and then a whole bunch of other instrumentals. There's some Zeppelin sounding stuff. I got a Sabbath sounding song. You know, all my influences, they all come out. There's some Rush, I'll say attempted Rush because Rush is above my pay grade. But, nice mix of material. Acoustic stuff, which I want to do a little more of maybe. We'll see. But right now, I don't think I'll be recording for the next little... Well, actually, I might start now recording because I got a bit of time off. So we'll see. Yeah, thanks, Densko Music. Yes. And go... If you're not subscribed to Densko Music's channel, you should, because he's a really awesome player. Not because we're related, but he's a good player. He's way better than I am. Check out his stuff and his original stuff. It's next level stuff. It's really cool. And if you like Zappa with Hendrix, with a slab of, I don't know, Satriani and Steve Vai, that's the guy you want to listen to. Fruitcake Tony, hey man. How you doing? All my covers sound like I'm using Slayer Gain. Yes, peace and healing to our brother Bobby Lopes. Yes. Yeah. Say a prayer for Bobby. Last I heard, if anybody knows who I'm talking about, last I heard, I don't know if he is home or was coming home from the hospital, but he's gone through a very, man, a real ordeal. So he's been hurting for a while. So, but he is on the mend. So hopefully he'll be with us sooner than later. So yeah. All right, folks. Got 25 of you in here. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. I'm gonna fly. Thanks for hanging out on a Friday night. Didn't know how this was gonna go down on out of the blue live stream, but you guys are always there to support. Totally appreciate that. If you want to help support the channel, check down below. I got links. I got hats. I got shirts and mugs and all that stuff. There's a PayPal down there. And if you don't follow me there's a Guitar Hack group that's, I think we're up around it's getting close to 700 people. All cool stuff people are posting there. A lot of music stuff. Sometimes questions about things. Check out the Guitar Hack Facebook group. That's very cool. There's also Guitar Hack Facebook page, and there's a Guitar Hack group. So the group, and it's open. Anybody, you can throw stuff up there all the time. No worries. And follow me on Instagram if you don't as well. There is a Guitar Hack Instagram as well. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Yeah, those shows, people really dig those shows. They're usually my most watched shows is those review shows. So that's very cool. Appreciate that support. Appreciate all you guys for hanging out. You guys rock. Again, have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, I don't know when I'll be able to do one of these again. I guess whenever I don't have a gig on a Saturday, which will probably be another month or so, but we'll see. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Cheers.